Hi, I'm Dave Cyderbaby. This is for Rock Radio today, Rock Radio UK even today. And well, we've had a stressful start to this meeting, haven't we, Corey?
Yeah, but it's all good.
Yeah, Corey,
It's
Vincent, and the
taking.
Electric Band. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, it's been a while. We spoke what two years ago, 2 and a bit years ago.
Yeah, I think so. When the last album came out. Yeah,
Yeah, how have you been? What have you been up to?
doing good, man. Just plugging along with the band, writing a lot of new stuff. Um, we've had a lot of fun live gigs around here, but mainly just putting together the next album and getting really excited about it. So,
Yeah, well, you've been sending me in some singles, which I've been playing. I mean, I did try to catch up with you a few months ago, but it just the stars did not align, but Crystal came out. Ooh, I don't know, 3 months
yeah,
ago.
yeah. I think yeah, I feel like that was maybe October or November, somewhere in there.
Yeah. Such a great song. It's probably my favorite you've done so far.
Oh man, thank you.
It's so different and it's slow, and I didn't know what to expect at the start, and then I listened to it about 3 times, and I thought I'm loving this, absolutely
Nice.
loving this. So, Crystal, tell me about Crystal.
It's I kind of wanted like a total throwback to like the 70s rock, like Toto and kind of that era of rock music with, some kind of fancy chords and just good melody. And it was really, really fun to produce to try and like recreate some of those retro sounds. I don't know if I was just listening to a lot of that music at the time or what, but it just kind of came out and we just went with it.
It just seems to slowly creep into your brain, get there, take over, and then just slowly departs out the other ear,
Yeah,
shall we say.
100%. So, yeah, where did that come from?
Yeah, it was just amazing. I played the hell out of it for a couple of months. I mean, it's just
Awesome.
superb. But you've just well released another new single, yeah? Battle Within.
Yeah, Battle Within. It's I think it officially comes out May 1st, and
Okay.
we gave it to you guys, and then there's a couple local radio stations around here that are going to play it. I think next week. Um,
How dare
yeah,
they?
and you're right. um, yeah, this one I wanted to have because we released that song and a few of our hardcore fans were when we released Crystal, they were like, what's this? This is pretty poppy. And so I wanted
Okay.
to make sure we came back with a nice rock number
Yeah.
um, for the next one.
Okay. What's the story behind this song then?
So this one was one that kind of came about in the practice room. My bass player Charlie, he he was messing around with the main intro riff on the bass. He's also a great guitar player. And we were kind of jamming on it, and it's like, huh, this has got a groove. This is catchy.
Hmm.
Uh, then I had so the song also it's got three key changes, so it's diving into prog rock territory a little bit. So I had another riff in my head, and I was like, hey, why don't we just try to put these together? We don't have a song with a key change yet, so let's try that. And then Charlie said, well, let's have another key change for the solo.
Oh
So
man.
we kind of pieced it all together, and it worked out. It's become definitely one of our funnest songs to play live. It's just a good jam.
I've played it a couple of times on the radio now, and it's like Crystal before it. It's sort of like you listen to it and you think, oh, that's good. And then the second listen is like, oh, that gets a bit better. I didn't notice that. It's like you say, there's three key changes in there. It's actually quite, it's, well, I suppose, yeah, you're right, progressive because there's quite a lot going on there in the background, isn't there?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I definitely there's a lot of Zeppelin influence in there, and like some Yes and stuff like that, and just all the kind of like all my songs. It's just a conglomeration of all the music I love, and
Yeah.
I don't know if it's me, because I just love that music so much. I wish there was more of it. So I'm just like, well, I'll just make some, it's definitely, I try not to plagiarize, but it's heavily influenced.
Yeah, that's how you get over it. Heavily influenced you.
Yeah.
So what is next then? I assume then you're just laying down more tracks on for a new album to come out.
Yeah. So we've got a couple singles that are done and mixed and mastered and everything. And then we've got probably at this point about 15 songs that I
Right.
think I'm kind of leaning toward. I'd like to put out a double LP for the next album.
Oh, I'm liking
Um,
the sound of that. Yep, good.
yeah, it's something I've always wanted to do, and amazingly, it's like all these songs kind of somewhat share the same theme, so I feel like it'll work for this one. So we've been in our home studios recording and stuff, and then we just a couple weekends ago went into Robert Lang Studios here in Seattle, which is where Dave Grohl did the first Foo Fighters album, and
Yeah.
Peter Frampton did some work there. It's a really cool studio, great live room. So we recorded probably 4 tracks there, and so we've got some stuff to do on that.
Okay.
Just a lot of mixing, and we do all the mixing and stuff ourselves, which is really fun. It's an awesome group process, and we just really enjoy it.
Okay. For a double album, are you going to go for a physical fold out vinyl, or are you gonna?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that look in your eye.
Yeah, it's got to happen, man.
Yeah. So you're working on the artwork as well yourselves, or?
Yeah, I typically do that. Crystal, my niece actually did the artwork for that. But I've got some ideas in mind, and whether or not I actually physically do the drawing or commission it out, but I've definitely got some stuff in mind for it. But
Mm,
we'll see. I mean, that's the thing too, is we're working on these 15 songs, but then at the same time we go into the practice room and creativity just seems to be flowing right now. So we're writing new stuff that is really good. So, in our opinion. So it's like it's going to be nice to have a bunch of songs to choose from.
yeah. Well, I hesitate to say a triple album, of course, but it has been
That'd be
done before.
nice.
Um,
Yeah.
you did send me another song as well.
Yeah. That one I think is maybe I'm scheduling it to come out um, maybe a month or so after Battle Within. But I wanted you guys to have it first. One, because you've been nothing but supportive to us. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. Just like how easy you make it. And I mean, all the DJs that I've interacted with have been just nothing but supportive. So I wanted you guys to have a UK exclusive.
Oh,
So
I
that was,
really
sorry.
appreciate that. I really do appreciate that because, honestly, when you hear good music and you just want to get it out there, you just want everybody to hear it. And
Yeah.
that's all that drives us,
Yeah.
honestly. So,
It and it shows, man. My day job is a delivery driver, so I'm listening to a lot of stuff, and I love turning on the Rock Radio app, and just the the wide range of music is just awesome. Like there's so many other stations, even internet radio stations that are just kind of do that same thing,
yeah.
but the wide array of programming you guys have is awesome.
I'm going to use this part of the video as a sales pitch for my station now, don't you? It's just,
Yeah, for
no,
sure, man.
no, I really appreciate that. But we can't, we don't have a radio station without good music. So, it is down to you, people like you who create and still create, even though it is like a battle with the streaming platforms and just
Yeah,
trying to make a dollar in your case and pound in mine, it is a
yeah.
difficult business.
Yeah, and that's the word, right? Business. It's like that's we don't want to think about that part of it. And honestly, I think the best art usually comes if you're doing it just because you love it, and
Yeah.
that's we've kind of all decided that's what we're doing. I mean, I'm gonna write music whether or not I'm a professional or not. So, you know, we write these songs, we record them ourselves, we mix them ourselves. I reach out to people like you, myself, and do all that. And you know, yeah, it would be nice to someday hire out all that stuff, but as of right now, it's really nice being your own boss.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at.
Well, to be fair, you're not having to pay somebody to do all that for you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So, one thing that I am really, really gutted about is that you are literally quite the opposite side of the world to me. And I
Yeah,
can't
I
just,
know.
I literally can't go to a gig. I just can't hop on a plane these days, and just go to a gig and say, oh, I'm just going to see Cory, for 5 minutes, just for an hour gig round the corner. But, I keep seeing all these social media posts of the gigs you're doing as well. You still do quite a few gigs as well as everything else you tie in. So,
Yeah, man, we definitely would love to make it overseas, and it's not entirely out of the cards.
oh, okay.
I think we could put something together and do a few dates over there. It'd be really cool.
Hmm,
We just gotta. It's all a matter of the right people hearing it, right? You
absolutely.
know, and jumping behind it.
So, have you got a lot on gig wise in your area?
So where we live in Washington State, the summer is the busy gig time because it's pretty much raining the rest of the year. So there's a lot of festivals come up and stuff like that. So we've applied to a lot of those, and then we've got a couple really cool venues that we play maybe every other month or so. But the whole winter and fall we were pretty much in the studio working on stuff.
Yeah,
That's my happy place. I love playing live and it's such a blast, but the in the studio is really like I love the creative process so much.
yeah, yeah. That cheers me up no end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what's coming then.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, maybe a complete box set of 10 CDs and the next album. Who knows? But what do you think the timeline is on the next album?
I boy, I hate to say anything because it puts pressure on me. But I at the rate we're going, I could see it being maybe this winter,
Yeah.
just realistically. Just it takes time to mix all these things and do all that because we're doing it ourselves. But and I don't want to rush anything too much, but at the same time, I want to have a little bit of pressure so that it doesn't just sit on a shelf
Hmm.
forever. And um, yeah, so
Oh, don't worry. I'll
let's
be I'll
let's
be writing
plan
you
that.
emails. Don't worry. When?
Yeah,
I'll keep
well,
you
you'll
on your
be the first.
toes. Oh dear. Okay, so let's recap. Crystal's out already. Battle Within is out early May, so
Yeah,
about
May 1st.
May 1st. So it'll be a couple of weeks' time from the time we record this. So yeah, just over a week. And then we got Look Up,
Yes.
possibly in June, July time.
Yeah. Well, it's yours, man. So you can spin it whenever you want,
I,
and
I, I
well,
will be. Don't you worry.
the hope is that it catches on in the UK and the US is like, hey, what's this all about? I'll try to do the Hendrix thing. He had to go over there to get big,
That,
and
that
then
sounds like a great idea.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, we do have a few American DJs that are actually bespoke to us. So it's like as soon as they get it, they're going to be spinning it as well. So it's like, yeah, we could do something worldwide. Even South African guys, they'll get on board,
there
I'm
we go.
sure.
Perfect.
So, Cory, it's been a pleasure as always speaking to you. I wish you the very best with Battle Within, which is out in the beginning of May. I urge everybody to listen to Rock Radio UK and not anybody else to listen to this track because it will be played a lot, along
All
as
right.
Look
Thank
Up as well. But Cory, I'm really looking forward to the next album.
Thank you so much, man, and thank you once again for just all the help that you guys have done and the support. It's awesome, and I can't wait to get a tour over there and do a bunch of promo for it.
It's absolutely our pleasure. And yeah, I shall be having words with various promoters I know.
Thank you.
Cory, Vincent, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.